DIY Dave here with UglyDeck.com, and today I got one of two owners, Mr. Bill Barton, to talk about railings. Now, Bill, you've been in the business for over 30 years. You know a little bit about the evolution of railings.
Yeah, railings have changed dramatically over the last 20, 25 years. We were actually heavy into wood. It was redwood, it was cedar, it was pressure treated, and then railings started to evolve, right? We went to metal spindles, and then we started to get into some first generation composite materials, and now we're getting into a lot of metals, aluminum, steel. We primarily use aluminum, but steel is used across the country, and we're seeing kind of a change in the actual railing styles out there.
Why are people going from steel to aluminum regardless of climate?
The biggest reason is rust. I mean, we don't want to put something, spend the money on it, install it, and then find out that years later it's rusting and we have to actually replace it, because it's a big investment no matter if you're doing any sort of metal. Aluminum is more expensive, but you're going to pay for it and it's going to last a long time.
So help me out here. I know that the aluminum railing that we sell has the thickest extrusion in the industry. It's 100% American made. Comes in 12 colors, so it complements any home. It's got multiple styles. Could you talk a little bit about the styles of railings? For instance, Westbury railing, very popular. It's one of the lines that UglyDeck.com carries. Bill, go through the various lines and tell people what they can expect with the different styles of Westbury railing.
We like Westbury because there's, like you mentioned, multiple colors. There's actually matte finish colors. When aluminum railing first hit the market, it was a lot of gloss. It was very shiny. I always say shiny looks good on a sports car, but on my house I like that matte finish. So black texture, white texture, bronze texture, colors that really accent homes real well. As far as styles go, you got normal spindles, round spindles, square spindles. We do a lot of the square spindles. We have glass panels. There's vertical cable rail. There's a 3-rail system called Riviera. So there's a lot of different styles that we can kind of mix and match too. We'll do like vertical cable rail on the deck and then maybe change it to picket style down the stairs, or glass on the deck and then go down to picket on the stairs. There's different post sizes. So you can go like a 4-inch, a 2-inch. So you can go 4-inch heavy on the corners, 2 inches through the middle if you're trying to preserve view. But that's one of the biggest reasons too, is aluminum spindles allow you to view through the railing much better. The conventional wood spindle was very heavy, 1.5 inches thick. This is a 3/4 inch spindle, so it gives you a lot more view. So it's a very versatile rail. Composites tend to be a couple different colors, not much variation there. Where aluminum, we can do a lot of mixing and matching.
Talk about what are the big differences between, say, composite and aluminum, and why we don't necessarily want folks to be considering composite for a long-term application. I mean, it looks really good coming out of the box and looks great the first, say, year that it's installed. But talk about that a little bit.
We've installed composite railings, so it's not like we only did aluminum and that's all we have, and we've only tried aluminum. We've done composite, and we've done a lot of composite. Part of it is it's very, very labor intensive. So with crews, for us and for builders, we don't want to be out there, for 3-4 days just installing railing. DIY people, they also don't want that. They don't want to be out there on a Saturday or on a weekend and burning up day after day trying to get their railing done. The other thing is the railings are very, very heavy. So what we see, if we go out to, we have homeowners that call and say they want their composite railing replaced. And we'll go out there and we'll look at it, and it's sagging over time because it is so heavy. The other thing is you have to plunge wood posts through the deck and then anchor those posts to the framing. So over time, it's a lot of parts and pieces, and over time it tends to want to sag and kind of move. The other thing is the composite tends to get real dirty over time. So that brand new railing out of the box is not what it looks like, years down the road.
So now we're out in the field. Talk to us about what we're seeing here, Bill. We're seeing an installer. It doesn't look like there's too many steps. Walk us through what this installer is doing with this Westbury railing.
Westbury railing, what we like about the system as a whole is when we take the post out of the box, we can immediately add a template to the post and start mounting the mounting brackets right to the post, which makes it way easier than having to take a wood post, cut a hole in the deck, put it through, lag the post, put a sleeve over, and then just the railing system itself. Within minutes, we can actually plug the spindles into the extrusions and actually build the rail section, and then almost immediately be mounting the section to the post, which speeds up the process so much versus a composite system where you have little plugs and multiple pieces just for maybe a top rail. Most of the systems that we do with Westbury is a one-piece extrusion.
So one of the tricks of the trade is this template, the Westbury mounting bracket template. You use this, it works with the 2, 3, 4-inch posts, And you can buy this actually online at UglyDeck.com. It's about 91 bucks. It's worth every dollar because it saves you a lot of time, and then you know it's accurate. In UglyDeck.com, we are the Midwest #1 installer for decks, but we also service DIY and pros with our materials. We're a major brand retailer, so if you go to our online store or you give us a call, we can help you find what you need. Now, the trend, Bill, is there's still millions of decks out there, and folks are like, oh, I got to redo my entire deck. That's not necessarily true, is it?
No, not at all. I mean, actually, our biggest trend that we're seeing at UglyDeck.com is actually just replacing railings. So many people, like the main parts of the deck, the decking and the railing, those are the things that you have to maintain. The railing is the item that actually on a deck is the biggest pain as far as maintenance goes. You got hundreds of spindles, you got edges everywhere, and so changing out that railing system is a great way to refresh your deck, cut down your maintenance, and really the railing is the part that all your neighbors see. I mean, they don't see if your decking looks bad, and the great thing is if you just take care of the railing and you want to replace the decking a couple years down the road, this railing is very easy to actually just unbolt and actually remove it from the deck and install new decking and put that same railing back down.
Great. So you could actually do, say, the railing this summer, and then you could do the decking in the summer after, or the summer after that.
Yeah, we have a lot of customers doing that.
Ugly Deck ships railing coast to coast?
Yep, we ship coast to coast, and then what homeowners love is the ability to send us a quote or send us a plan, give us a couple pictures of the deck, have us work up some pricing on some couple different styles. That way they can kind of gauge what pricing may be for, with a lighting package or without, or this style versus that style. It's very easy for us to do. It's very easy for customers to send us information, and then if they want to, purchase the railing, they can do from our site, and we can ship it out to them.
And I just want to add to that, when you buy from us, that's not the end of our service. From start to finish your project, you can always call us. We've got a DIY helpline. We help the pros. We also help homeowners. So don't worry, you're not going to be left wondering, how do I do this? Again, UglyDeck.com is the place to go. Thanks for watching.